Check, check. Test, test.
It's on for Mark,
Okay,
it's on for me,
okay,
and you can pull them.
got it, okay. Okay.
I'm here with my co-chair, Rep Lipa. And we are excited to have every last one of you here a part of this committee. I thank you and praise you for selecting to be on this committee. In our opinion, the most important committee in this building is a committee that works together, that have a history of working together and getting the job done. We don't play around here. We are here to service the children and the families of this state. So this is not a committee, I'll be totally honest with you, we don't grandstand here. We're here to do the people's business, and that's how we plan to operate. So I introduce myself. I'm going to pass this over to my co-chair, Rep Leeper. And from that point on, we will introduce, I'll call each one of our committee members' names. I will give you 30 seconds because there's so many of you on this committee, up to how many, about 40 people?
Something like that.
Something like that. So we're going to give every last one of you the opportunity to introduce yourselves to the general public. But we have a little policy here. You get 30 seconds to communicate yourselves, okay? And we will show you what 30 seconds looks like. So Rep Leeper, you can get a little more than 30 seconds, but I have a little clock here and it's a timer and it goes off and I will demonstrate as I'm talking. I'm gonna talk for 30 seconds to let you guys waste. I'm gonna waste 30 seconds. So yeah, so this is a little timer here, and after 30 seconds, this timer will go off. It's loud enough so everyone in this building can hear it, or at least in this room. And when it goes off, that's when you conclude your comments. Okay, and conclusion usually starts with the word "in conclusion." Boom, you finish your sentence. Okay. Everybody get it? All right. I'm sorry. I'm a teacher, folks. I just fall in that classroom. Oh, here it is. Y'all hear that? In conclusion, Representative Leeper, is your turn.
Thank you, Senator McCrory. I am State Rep Jen Leeper, representing Fairfield, and feeling really honored to be co-chairing this education committee, and really excited about all of the important work that lies ahead. And in conclusion, I don't think I need 30 seconds to hand it over, perhaps to our ranking senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Madam Chair. I am State Senator Eric Berthel. I represent the 32nd District, 12 towns that kind of straddle the New Haven, Fairfield, and Litchfield County border. I think I've been on this committee my entire time here in the legislature, maybe one session, but this is a great committee. We have a lot of good conversations here, and I just would remind everyone, if you're new to the committee or coming back, that we're entrusted with securing the future of children in Connecticut. And I don't think there's anything more important in this committee. Thank you.
Thank you. And our other ranking member, we have Representative Zupkis.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here. I'm Leslie Zupkis. I represent Prospect, Bethany, Waterbury, and Cheshire, all different school districts, all different types of students. So I'm really excited to be here and do the work that needs to be done. Thank you.
Thank you. Great leadership. Great job, guys. Now we're going to go into our members, and I'm going to try to read every member's name so I can butcher your last name today. So it will happen any going first. So I'm gonna call each member, be prepared. And this is when we'll do our 30 seconds. And also I'll just add, I've been in the legislature for 10 terms, 20 years. I've been on this committee for 19 years. And for those who don't know, I am an educator, 34 years in the business. So I don't come to you with just hearsay. I'm bringing you actual knowledge from the practice in the field, and I'm very proud to be on this committee and chairing it. With that being said, I have next up Senator Gary Winfield. Is Gary here? He just left? No problem. Representing Kevin Brown from the 56th District.
Thank you, Senator. Kevin Brown, Vernon's 56th District. Excited to be back for another term on the committee. First and foremost, I'm a high school civics teacher, so excited to do some work here on behalf of the students and the educators of the state of Connecticut. So, thank you.
Have time remaining. Great job. Representative Mark Anderson from the 62.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I represent Barkhamsted, Granby, Heartland, and New Hartford. This is my first session on the Education Committee, which I asked to join. I'm looking forward to working with all you on improving how education is delivered in this state. From my perspective, the answers are not more top-down state mandates. It'll come from more local control, more local freedom, focusing on basics, more transparency with parents, facilitating more parental involvement. We hear a lot about needing more money, but in conclusion, it's more important how the money is allocated. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Representative Anderson. I like him already. Representative Patrick Biggins from the 11th District.
Thank you, Senator. My name is Patrick Biggins. I'm a school counselor by trade, and I'm very excited to be here on the Education Committee. In conclusion, I'm very excited to be here.
That was for you. That wasn't for you, but you guys are great. Representative Candelaria.
Hello, Mr. Chairman. Nice to be back on the committee. Representative Juan Candelaria, representing New Haven. I'm glad to be back on the committee. And that's less than 30 seconds, Mr. Chair.
Oh, I think you guys are great. So I'm gonna just put this little timer away. Next up, Rep. Comey.
Hi, everybody. Representative Robin Comey. I represent Branford and have been on this committee. This will be my 7th year. And I'm looking forward to keeping the policies that we make into a student-focused and teacher-focused lens. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next up, we have Rep. Arsenault, my favorite rep. I call him Rep. Greenwich.
And looking forward to a successful session. Happy to be back in education. And thank you very much. Looking forward to work with all of you. Bye.
Thank you. Representative Mitch Belinsky, who's been a member of this committee for a number of years. Rep. Belinsky.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And thank you. Mitch Belinsky. I represent the 106, which is Newtown and Sandy Hook. Been on the committee for this will be my 7th session on the committee. Very, very passionate about education, mental health, special education, and the safety of our students.
Thank you. Next up, Rep. Carney from the 23rd.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Excited to be back on the committee. I think this is my 3rd term on the committee. Education is certainly important to me. I'm a product of Old Saybrook Schools, which is in my district, and represent Lime, Old Saybrook, and Westbrook. In my opinion, the 3 best school districts in the state. Thank you.
Thank you. Rep. Constantine.
Thank you, Senator. I'm Savat Constantine, representing Wilton, New Canaan, and Ridgefield. Looking forward to bringing 20 years experience working with parents, teachers, and administration to do what's right for our kids. Thanks.
Thank you. Representative Corpus.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Tina Corpus, representing Greenwich and Stamford. I am newly elected to the legislature. This is my first committee meeting, my first actual meeting, and I think it's fitting because here, educating our children is where it all begins. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for selecting this committee. Representative DeFranzo.
Thank you, Senator. It's an honor to be here. My name is Dave DeFranzo. I represent part of New Britain. Been a PE and health teacher for 20 years in New Britain and Hartford. It's an honor to be here, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Fasano. I'm sorry, Fasano.
Mr. Chairman, it's good to be back on the Education Committee for my 2nd non-consecutive term. I'm here like most of my colleagues because we want to make sure that every child in Connecticut, regardless of their background, has access to a great public education. Thank you.
Thank you. Rep. Foncello.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Marty Foncello, 107th District, Brookfield, Bethel, and Newtown. In conclusion, I want to say I'm from a family of teachers, including me, and I'm here to ensure the best possible education for the children of Connecticut. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Dauphiné.
Hello, everybody. Representative Dauphiné from the 44th District. I represent Plainfield, Killingly, and Sterling, and nice to be here.
Thank you. Representative Felipe.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Representative Felipe, representing the great Park City of Bridgeport. Glad to be back, and let's get to work.
Thank you. Senator Flexer. Okay. Representative Jenga from East Hartford.
You said it properly. Henry Jenga from East Hartford, 10th District, former teacher, returning member of this committee, listening to Chair McCory for too long. I look forward to the results from this committee.
Thank you. Representative Bobby Gibson.
Thank you, Senator. First of all, let me just say congratulations to Rep. Leeper for being your co-chair. And thank you, Senator McCrory, for your strong leadership and the ability to serve under you once more. This is Representative Bobby Gibson, Deputy Speaker of the 15th District, which is Bloomfield and West Hartford. I am currently the proud principal of Jamoke Academy Honors Hartford Conservatory Charter School. I have been in education for 32 years, and I'm looking forward to getting the work done. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you. Representative Gucker.
Representative Gucker from Danbury. I am new to this committee, but not new to the process in this building. One of the reasons why I asked to be on the Education Committee is a product of special education. I understand the value of teachers and a quality education. And also, in conclusion, in my district, I have the largest high school in the entire state. So I think it's important that we have a voice at the table. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for choosing this committee. What's the high school? What's the largest one? Is it Danbury or New Britain? Danbury? Oh.
It's Danbury, sir.
Okay. Representative Howard.
Good morning, everybody. Representative Howard from the 43rd Southeast Corner, Stonington, North Stonington, and Ledyard. This is my second term on the committee. I'm a police officer by trade. I'm a father of 2 sons in public schools. I've been a strong advocate for kids in my community for a long time, and I'm grateful to be back. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for coming back. Representative Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am Kathy Kennedy, as he stated. I represent the 119th, which is parts of Milford and Orange. This is my started my 7th year on this committee. Education is not a partisan. Our children are not partisan. And my biggest goal for education is making every child's potential a reality. So we need to make sure we have good conversation with all the bills that are put forward this year. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Representative Kennedy. Senator Gatcar Wilcox.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is my very first committee meeting, so I'm very excited to be here and representing the 22nd District, which is Bridgeport, Trumbull, and Monroe. And I'm an educator myself. I teach constitutional law and human rights law at Quinnipiac University, where I love working with kids in the community, the We the People programs, the constitutional politics program in Trumbull, the Bridgeport Urban Debate League. You know, I know the value of education because my father was able to pull himself out of poverty and come to the United States because of a good education. And so I'm really looking forward to working with everyone on this committee on this very important topic. Thanks.
Thank you. Representative Haynes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Irene Haynes, the rep from the 34th District, East Haddam, East Hampton, and small section of Salem. Glad to be here. My 7th year on the Education Committee. Let's go. Let's get it done for the kids.
All right. Representative Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm Representative Susan Johnson, representing the 49th House District, and I'm really pleased to be here on the Education Committee again. One less term than Senator McCrory. And I look forward to working with everybody. I'm really thrilled that we have managed to finally address the education cost sharing grant all throughout the state of Connecticut. And this is something that's so important for districts like mine that spend 40% of its total value, give it right back to the state for all the different services and things that the state needs. So I'm really, really glad to be here and work for the children, no matter what district you're in. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Representative Khan.
Hello and good morning. Representative Khan from the 5th District. I represent Windsor, Hartford, and South Windsor. I'm also a special education teacher by trade. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Kushner.
Good morning. I'm Senator Julie Kushner. I represent the 24th District, which is all of Danbury and a good portion of New Fairfield. and of Ridgefield. And I'm very pleased to serve on this committee, have served here since elected in 2019. And what I love about this committee is that we all care about education. We all want to make sure we ensure the best education for our children. Sometimes we disagree on how to get there, but we all have a common vision, so a common belief in education. So that's what's great about this committee.
Thank you. Representative Menapace? Did I say that right?
Yes.
All right.
Hi, I'm Nick Menapace, representing the 37th District. This is, as a freshman legislator, this is my first committee meeting, so very exciting. I'm also a teacher. I've been a teacher since I graduated from Central in 2012. So I'm very excited to be here, and I'm very excited to get to work. Thank you. So in conclusion, excited.
Representative Michael Parker. Need the screen. Okay. Michael, we'll get back to you. Representative Rader.
Hi, everyone. I'm State Representative Moira Rader. I represent the 98th District, which is much of Guilford and a part of Brantford. I served on this committee in my last term. This is my second term on the committee. I also continue to serve on the Guilford Board of Ed as its vice chair now for 7 years. Passionate about education and so extraordinarily grateful to get to administer and help move along policy for our educators and most importantly, our kids.
Thank you. Representative McGee.
Thank you, Chairman. My name is Trinae McGee. I proudly represent the 116th, which is West Haven. I had the pleasure of traveling around the state of Connecticut as a teaching artist, teaching theater. So I am a theater teacher at heart, and I am honored to be back on the Education Committee for a third term. Thank you.
All right. Senator Pat Billy Miller. Is Pat online? No, we'll come back to Pat. Okay. Representative Poulos. Sorry.
Hi, I'm State Rep Chris Poulos, proudly representing Southington, the 81st District of Connecticut. First and foremost, I'm a teacher and a parent. I'm in my 25th year of teaching. I wrote a subplan to be here today. And I have to say, I'm pleased with the rising number of educators on this committee. And there's a gap between what we do here in Hartford and what happens in a classroom. And I'm looking forward to closing that gap during this legislative session. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Redding Hughes.
Reddington Hughes.
Redding.
Thank you. I represent the 66th District, which is Bethlehem, Woodbury, Litchfield, Warren, and Morris. I am an antique Persian rug dealer by trade for the last 20 years, and I also am a slackman for my town. I believe that creating a foundation for success for all our students should be all of our goals. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Kadeem Roberts.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. Kadeem Roberts, represent the 137th District, 6th largest city in the state, Norwalk, Connecticut. Born and raised, educator at heart. Actually, right now, currently working at the #1 charter school in the state of Connecticut, Blue Ribbon School as well, Stanford Excellence, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, Representative Roberts, and thank you for that information. Norwalk, six largest? They don't even talk about the big 3 or 4. Stepping it up. I like that. Rep Sanchez, my man, New Britain.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Sanchez representing New Britain, proudly a former student of Senator Doug McCrory and Representative Gibson. Happy to be on this committee. This is my 3rd term.
You heard what he said, right? Y'all heard what he said. That was my former student. Come on now. Representation matters. What you saying? All right, here we go. The other Representative Sanchez. That's who I was really calling. Bobby. Bobby's not here. He's in the meeting too. All right, we'll come back to Bobby. Representative Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Frank Smith. I represent the 118th District in Milford. I'm honored to be back on my 3rd term here in the legislature and my 3rd term with the Education Committee, which I always found to be one of the more inspirational and interesting committees that I've served on. Um, I'm glad to also be part of this committee again with my colleague and friend Jen Leeper as new co-chair, and my friend Kevin Brown as vice chair, who I work with on this committee on a civics bill that he chaired the recent task force. I'm delighted to be back in this committee and look forward to another term of exciting things on the education committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Wheelander.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Mary Wheelander. I represent the 114th District, which is Orange, Derby, Woodbridge, and Hamden. I am incredibly proud to be starting my 5th year on this committee. Quickly, I guess I just come from a kitchen table background of education. So my mom was a teacher, principal, and a superintendent. And I grew up with these issues, and I also served on the Orange Board of Ed. And so happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Summers.
Yes, good morning. My name is Senator Heather Summers. I represent the 18th District of Eastern Connecticut, which is 8 towns along the Rhode Island border. I also am home to the only military base with a high school with military students. So I am very familiar with alliance districts and difficulties that different districts may face. I'm looking forward to serving the students of the state of Connecticut and making sure that we can provide the most robust education possible. This is my 2nd time. I used to be the vice chair in 2017, so I'm looking forward to coming back to the committee. Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, I have on my list Representative Stewart.
Hello, everyone. This is Representative Stewart from the 51st District. That's Putnam, Killingly, and Thompson. I'm excited to be here, excited to work on making education better for the children of Connecticut, and very honored to work with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That concludes all our members. Again, thank you all for introducing yourselves and telling us a little bit about yourself. It's clearly everyone's committed to education in the state of Connecticut. Next up, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Senator Pat Billy Miller is here. Senator Pat Billy Miller, you have the floor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm sorry, I'm just getting on. I'm having technical difficulties. Hello, everyone. I want to say welcome to our new co-chair, Representative Jen Leeper. And this is my 9th term serving on the Education Committee. I am so proud of the work that we've done. I first got elected in 2009, and I've been on the committee since then, but I am proud of the work that the Education Committee has done for the education of the students in this state. And I'm looking forward to continue to do the great work that we've done. And what I'm most proud of is the bipartisanship of this committee. So welcome, everyone, and I'm looking forward to an exciting session.
Thank you. Did we miss any? Thank you, Pat, and thank you for your words. Again, this is a very bipartisan committee. We work very well together. Anyone else did I forget? Anyone else we left out? Seeing none, we'll move to the third part of, the fourth part of this meeting's agenda, and it's concepts to be raised. So for you guys who are new to this committee or just new, this might be your first committee meeting. Before you, we have a list of 24 concepts. So let me explain to you what a concept is. It's just a concept, an idea. It's not a bill. It's not nothing you can talk about. It's nothing to argue over. It's nothing to do with that. It's just concepts we might work on this year. So we have before you 24 concepts. So with that being said, may I please have a motion to raise these items 1 through 24 on the agenda?
Motion.
So moved.
Can I get a second? It's been properly moved in second. Any conversation? Go
Mr.
ahead.
Chairman, thank you. I think there was some concern about possibly pulling out a couple of these concepts for some discussion and not to raise them all in one lump sum. If we might be able to do that, I think we could put most of them on consent.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion to. Actually, we have a motion on the floor at the moment. So.
Okay. So are there a couple of these items that we want to pull off? I have a motion, consent calendar?
Yes, I would like to make a motion.
No, I'm sorry. Oh, my favorite lawyer told us we can't do that. Christopher?
No, we don't need a consent calendar, but if you're gonna remove items, then you need to withdraw the motion that's pending and then make a new motion for the items that you want to do in one lump, and then you can take up the other ones individually.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I'm not
I'm
sure you
gonna-
heard me, but I did withdraw my motion. This is Senator Summers.
Okay, so the motion has been properly withdrawn? Is that what
So
Senator Summers just said?
Okay. So we're gonna get second, we're gonna withdraw the motion, and then I'm gonna make a new motion to, yeah,
Okay, so, Mr. Chair, I would move that we raise concepts 1 through 10, 12 through 14, 15 through 24, and we pull out 11 and 14 for discussion.
so moved. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second, it's been properly moved in second. All those all those, can you read the motion again? So we can know what we're voting on.
Yes, the motion is to raise items 1 through 10, 12 through 14, and 15 through 24. Sorry?
Just read one more time to be
Okay.
clear.
The motion is to raise concepts
1 through
listed
10.
1 through 10, 12 through 13, thank you for the correction, 15 through 24.
Okay, everyone's clear. The motion is to raise the concepts 1 through 10, items 12 and 13, items 15 through 24. Right? Okay. So that's the motion on the floor. Can I get a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes, aye.
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 Those opposed? Any abstentions? The item has been properly moved and voted for. Thank you. Moving forward, now, you want to talk about the ones we want individual?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, there was just some concerns about item number 11, and I will defer to some of my colleagues to the right here if they would like to make any comments. Okay, so Mr. Well, I'm not going to make that motion.
There's a motion to, I'm sorry, discussion on items 11. Motion to raise item 11. It's been properly moved in second. Yes. Any discussion? Representative Belinsky.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Madam Co-Chair. I wanted to just have a shout out and say thank you to Representative Leeper because there's been some controversy around this particular bill in the past. She convened a working group to look into this issue and study it. And I just wanted to, again, I say thank you. And I look forward to seeing the report, and I intend to vote yay on the concept because I don't have anything to vote nay on at this point. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Representative Rennington Hughes.
My question on this is whether or not this was the same bill that was going to come up again that was to limit these crisis response drills to once a year instead of the schedule that they were on already. So that is the question that I have on it.
I will actually respond to that. Right now, it is not a bill, it's just a concept.
Okay.
So I can't give you any more information on that, but I will allow my co-chair, Representative Leeper, if you would like to chime in.
Thank you for the question. I also see, so I, along with Rep. Howard and the Center for Soul Safety and Crisis Preparation at WestCon convened a working group to bring all the voices to the table. And I see that Rep. Howard has his hand raised, so maybe I will defer to Rep. Howard to address this.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just for my colleagues, as the Senate Chair said, there's no language yet. And in fact, the working group doesn't have its final recommendation. I will say that there is been some great discussion and agreement in a lot of things as far as bringing some uniformity to the way things are done throughout the state. To answer my friend's question directly, there is no final recommendation of limiting them at this point. I don't believe that there's any consensus to limit them to one among our working group, but again, we'll know that answer towards the end of the month when the working group has its final recommendation. I'll be supporting the concept today. I think it's important to at least have the concept, and then we'll look at language and we'll debate it accordingly. But the work the working group's done is certainly moving, I believe, in the right direction. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Rep. Howard.
Any other discussion? Okay, so take a vote. Okay. The motion, there was a motion on the floor to vote on I'm sorry, item 11. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed? Any extensions? Aye seems to have it. Moving forward, next item up for discussion is on this raised concept. Is concept item number 14. Any question? There's a motion on the floor to raise this. Can I have a motion to raise concept number 14?
Motion.
Motion been properly moved and it's been properly moved and second. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, again, I think there's just some comments that wanted to be made with respect to the concept overall. We had some very long debates and discussions last year in this committee regarding a similar concept that actually was a bill before us. So I'm not sure if any of my colleagues want to speak to this issue as well at this point in time, but I guess I'll put it on the record that there was some concern.
Okay. Thank you. Any discussion? Any discussion on concept 14 act concerning public school libraries? With discussion being closed, I have a motion to raise item number 14 on the agenda for public school libraries.
Motion.
Motion been properly moved and seconded. All those signify by saying aye. Those against, say nay. No nays. Any abstentions? No abstentions. The item is properly moved and seconded and voted forward. Thank you very much. Last item on our list would be proposed bills to be drafted. Again, this is Senate bill. This will be a bill. This Senate bill number 1 is an act increasing resources for students in schools for special education and services. Clearly, we all know this is a concept that's been a hot ticket item probably for 30 years, maybe 40 years, or ever since we created special ed services in the state of Connecticut. Is an item that many individuals and organizations have been working on for the past number of years, and clearly we will have a bill around special education. Okay, I'm sorry. So at this point, may I please have a motion
So moved.
to vote on proposed bill SB1? If been
Vote to
can I get
draft.
a motion?
A motion to vote to draft.
Yeah, motion to vote to draft. I'm sorry, that part. May I have a motion to vote to draft item number 1 on the agenda, Senate Bill 1, and act increasing resources for students in schools and special education.
So moved.
So moved. Any discussion? Been properly moved and second.
Discussion.
Any discussion? Representative.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I am going to vote no to flag this. In the past, when I've seen SB1 over the years, it's a very, very large bill with a lot of stuff in it. And I do hope there is some really great special education items in it because it's a huge cost. We know we need to find out why special ed costs so much and to do something about it. So I will be voting no just to flag it today. Doesn't mean down the road, but that's a big, mighty bill and a lot of stuff in it. Thank you.
All right. Absolutely. Thank you, Representative Zupkis. Senator Bertha.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. I would echo what my fellow ranking said as well. This bill sometimes takes on a life of its own as we go through the process. So, and I think we need to be very deliberate and very careful. Of course, we understand that most of the discussion and probably the policy regarding increasing the excess cost for special ed will be ultimately baked into Senate Bill 1, but I'd like to flag it with a no vote as well. So we'll ask for a roll call vote on this item today, if we may. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Okay. There is a motion on the floor to draft item number 1 on SB 1, an act increasing resources for students and special education. I think there was a request for a roll call vote. So, Madam Jazz?
Just a quick reminder for the folks online, please turn on your camera when you put in your vote. Representative Leeper,
Yes.
Senator McCrory,
Yes.
Senator Berthel,
No.
Representative Subkis,
No.
Senator Winfield, Representative Brown,
Yes.
Representative Anderson,
No.
Representative Arseno,
Representative votes yes.
Representative Biggins,
Yes.
Representative Bolinsky,
Representative Belinsky, yay to draft.
can you repeat that, please? I apologize. I couldn't hear.
Belinsky, yes to draft.
Thank you. Representative Candelaria,
Candelaria, say yes.
Representative Carney,
Carney votes yes.
Representative Comey,
Yes.
Representative Constantine,
Yes.
Representative Corpus,
Yes to draft.
Representative Dauphiné,
Representative Toffany votes no.
Representative DeFronzo,
Yes.
Representative Felipe,
Representative Felipe votes yes.
Senator Fazio,
No.
Senator Flexer, Representative Foncello,
Yes to draft.
Representative Jenga,
Yes.
Representative Gibson,
Representative Gibson votes yes.
Senator Gatkar Wilcox,
Yes.
Representative Gucker,
Representative Gucker votes yes.
Representative Haynes,
Rep. Haynes votes no.
Representative Howard,
Howard votes no.
Representative Johnson,
Representative Johnson votes yes.
Representative Kennedy,
Kennedy votes yes.
Representative Khan,
Representative Khan votes yes.
Senator Kushner,
Yes.
Representative McGee,
Rep. McGee votes yes.
Representative Menapace,
Representative Menapace votes yes.
Senator Miller, Representative Parker, Representative Poulos,
Rep. Poulos votes yes.
Representative Rader,
Representative Rader votes yes.
Representative Reddington Hughes,
No, thank you.
Representative Roberts,
Representative Roberts votes yes.
Representative Emmanuel Sanchez,
Yes.
Representative Robert Sanchez, Senator Summers, Representative Smith,
Senator Summers votes yes.
Representative Smith,
Representative Smith votes yes.
Representative Stewart,
Representative Stewart votes no.
Representative Welander,
Representative Welander votes yes.
Senator Miller, I see that you're back online. How would you like to vote?
Yes, I'm having technical difficulties today. Senator Miller votes yes. Thank you for coming back to me, Madam Clerk.
Yes. And thank you, that's all.
Thank you. Before we close, we're gonna leave the votes open till 1 o'clock. That concludes our business for this morning. I want to thank you all for your participation and your enthusiasm. We will recess this meeting until 1 o'clock. Thank you very much. All right. All right. Good job. One down. I'm gonna keep that in my bag with me. A little rusty but we'll be all right.
I'm just,
Sorry.
I turned on the computer just so that it could be on record.
Oh.
So I'm gonna put you down for, I have you down for attendance. Did you hop on the Zoom? real
I
quick?
did.
Yeah, okay. So we took only one vote and it was
Yes.
on Senate Bill 1, and
Yes.
it's just increasing resources for students, schools, and special education. How would you like to vote?
Yes.
Okay. And I have you down. Thank you, Senator Flexer. How you been? Yes.